I got him. Now, Jake, now.
Welcome to your doom.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Listen, you don't know what it is. Do you know what vabbing is?
No. What is vabbing?
She knows what vabbing is.
Is it like dabbing it?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like if I try to do this,
it should be called badging, not vabbing.
That's exactly. If I try to do this, it's called dabbing. That's already something stupid.
Yeah.
So for listeners that don't know, vabbing is basically, and this is the internet striking, but it's where you wear your own vaginal fluids as perfume. And this is a quote: "You dip yourself, then you dab your wrist behind your ears, on your neck." And I was
Is this a source?
Wait,
Or
I have
what's
a
your
better
source
idea.
here?
You can dip yourself and then put it on your guy so that other girls know, like they're
Oh, like peeing on them?
It's called,
Yeah.
It's called
that's marking your territory.
like marking your territory.
That's called sliming. Ghostbusters already did it.
Yeah, seriously.
ectoplasm.
Yeah. Anyways,
what you
welcome
just-
to Non-Essentials
Yeah.
Podcast. This is episode 89.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've never heard of.
I'm Adam Snail Trail Riley then, I guess.
I'm Renee. I guess I should start badging, right?
I'm Jake. Been dabbing for a while. Bussy, thanks for being with us.
my
This is
God.
episode 89. And if you
Yeah.
wanted to, be sure to, I guess, do all the normal social media junk. Follow us on Facebook. What else are we on?
Twitter.
We're not on Twitter.
Yes, we are.
No, Elon stuck a knife through the heart of Twitter. We're all going to watch it die. It's going to be
just
excellent.
wait. They're going to make him buy it. Did you see that they're trying to sue him?
No,
No, like they're...
they can sue him, but I believe there's $1 billion clause. Like he's going to pay $1 billion to back out of a bad deal.
No.
My
There's
boyfriend's going to be fine.
Yeah. No, like seriously, Jake can fanboy all you want, but they're actually bringing it to the Delaware Court of Chancery.
What the fuck is that?
I
That
know,
sounds
it's
like
like
something
sounds
Wonka has
made
in the
up.
back.
It is some old timey shit. Seriously, it's like this is in Delaware and it's a couple hundred years old, legitimately, like over 200 years
There's
old.
barely anything in Delaware. It's the size of a county. It's
Fair
stupid
enough.
that we should get rid of Delaware, make Puerto Rico the 50th. Delaware is now
I'm
part
fine with
of
that.
whatever East Coast thing
You
is
just
touched.
married Delaware and Puerto Rico.
No, we can't. That wouldn't.
Delaware
make sense.
Rico.
That would be like the worst Michigan.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger C.
Yeah,
It's
it'd
separated
be like you've been to the up. There's a lot of white people there. And, the down, the opposite. Hurricanes
Oh, don't you know we got a lot of good food there?
No.
and
stop.
wives.
Okay, no, but yeah, it's like they're trying to say, believe the CEO or whatever of Twitter, they've brought, they're bringing Elon to court, but they're using Delaware, even though they're like based out of California.
Okay.
They're using Delaware because they're the thing with this.
There's a no takesies backsies law.
Well, no, basically, the thing with this, the Delaware Court of Chancery is that they are known for like basically making you not like do with what you said you're going to do.
Dude, they should take him to Tennessee where you like walk him down the aisle with a shotgun.
But how does Delaware have jurisdiction, though?
I guess Twitter's in
It's
Delaware.
in America.
Okay, well,
You can't just choose
we
any
should
court
look
in
into
America.
that.
That's what
'cause
they've done.
Oh,
We
okay.
should look into. I'm curious. I don't know anything, so I'm gonna just yell.
We'll do a
I thought he
follow-up.
was getting out of it.
Yeah, he is. He backed out, but then now they're taking him to court. Like, no, you said you're going to do it, so now you have to do it. Even though he said you didn't, because he wanted them to prove that there weren't a bunch of bots and everything like that.
This is starting to feel like when I make the kid eat the entree that he had to order. Like he didn't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
take the kid's meal, so he's like, "Give me the steak." I'm like, "You're eating every fucking piece of that thing."
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Okay,
Except with 40,
but in Delaware.
44 billion steaks.
Okay.
So
All right. What else is going on in the world? What did you guys bring to the table? I got more. I can keep going with more.
keep going.
Jake.
All right. Did you see what Joey Chestnut did? Do you know who Joey Chestnut is?
I don't.
No.
Joey Chestnut is a reigning Nathan's hot dog eating
Yes,
champion.
I love those.
I thought that said Japanese guy.
That's Kobayashi. So Joey Chestnut's like the guy that took the title from him. He's world record holder.
Okay.
So they were doing their annual competition, and a guy dressed as Darth Vader ran on the stage with a sign for something, and Joey Chestnut choked out Darth Vader
Yeah.
while eating 66 hot dogs and buns.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
he
I
didn't.
saw. I love to bring things back to jiu-jitsu, but I saw like there's a clip that listeners can look up where Maynard James Keenan from Tool.
Oh yeah,
Basically,
That's what
like
I thought of with this.
a fan came running up, and then like he does a throw on him,
the
and he
fan
keeps
walked
singing.
up trying to shake his hand.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
he
kind of
goes,
was like, "Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, no
shake
problem."
hands." And then we pulled him into. Was it a rear naked choke? I don't know the terms, but he kept singing the song. He didn't miss the beat.
Didn't bring a beat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
I think it was
jiggle
sober.
jiggle and
I wish. I did want to say, like, for some reason, I'm like, how many? I know you guys are wondering too. How many calories is 66 hot dogs?
I don't know, but I know
I
that
don't even know how
remember
many calories one hot dog is.
I got the answer. You guys want to guess?
Yeah.
in a moment I have to say that
How many hot dogs?
66.
6,600
that's
times 0.5.
cool, man. So no,
So half of that?
No, I think
Renee's been drinking.
I think
Yeah.
that hot dogs are 150 calories each times 66.
Renee needs an EpiPen
Listener
right now.
T,
That's actually pretty close.
Yeah.
where's the calculator
Did you just
app?
pull a homer?
I
with it?
have the math. I
Okay,
have the
let's
math.
hear
These
it.
are
Okay, go
guesses.
ahead.
These are
I'm
guesses. You
sorry.
don't have
Go
to
ahead. Go
you don't
ahead.
have to
What is it?
hammer out your guess. It's every hot dog is 170 calories, works out to 11,220 calories, but each bun 151 calories, works out to 21,180 calories. You know what the average intake per day? It's about 2,000.
So,
I mean,
do you
honestly,
practice does a person practice eating
No, he
lot
eats
of
it like
hot
a
dogs?
duck.
Yeah.
Dips the bun in water, lets it slide down his gullet.
Yeah, but your stomach is only a certain size.
They practice stretching it, like those Japanese girls in those videos.
Alrighty
Joey
then.
Chestnut, I believe her name is.
Jake, I can only imagine what your algorithm is right now.
Dude, my algorithm
You already
is
know what
fucking
that
fucked.
is.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching YouTube, and out of nowhere came basically SlavicGirls.com, just like on a straight up YouTube commercial, and the ad was
Can
like,
I tell you something?
it was like
That doesn't come out of it. Like if I've seen people post like, "Why am I getting these ads for these butt plugs?"
Listen, I know
It's
what
like,
I
why
know
you're
it's
getting
an
the ads.
algorithm. Listen, they're not tied to my bank account then, because I can't afford a Slavic girl. But that was
Can you though?
no,
I mean, they're
He
like,
can't afford a
No.
Slavic girl because he's already married.
Listen, I'll have to post. You're right. I'll have to post this because it's basically like here's like it was crazy things like Slavic girls don't understand English well enough to fight. This was like, it's like obedient and always have your back. Probably good with a knife. SlavicGirls.com. So and honestly, I was like, all right, what else can I do?
I mean, honestly,
Pretty
at this
good at
point,
balance.
because of the war in Ukraine. They're 2 for 1.
Exactly. Dude, they got a whole warehouse of these bitches. They gotta get them out of here.
Go!
Yeah, fucking Prime Day. Put them in a box.
I was just gonna say Puerto Rican, so you can't go Slovakian again.
Oh my
I got it. She's been,
Yeah,
like, I appreciate that. That was.
Man,
I'm gonna
I
make
hate that.
Lindsay listen to that.
I know. Go Lindsay.
We're gonna get a Slavic girl on here because they're cheap.
It was half the price of a Puerto Rican.
And they're advertising them on YouTube. Normally those are Pornhub ads. I've seen those, but it was just like
Also, his
They're like,
algorithm.
They're
I
like,
don't get
this is
any
it.
of these.
If
I
you
don't
like
get any of
Pornhub,
these
you'll like
ads.
Slovakian girls.
wait, you don't get ads on Pornhub?
No,
Do
I
you
just
pay?
got dogfucking.com and shit like that.
That's what I'm talking about. It's algorithm. It's Jif.com, Crunchy Peanut Butter,
Yeah.
how to delete a browser history ads, all the McAfee stuff before he got killed.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Don't pull a McAfee.
No, okay, so I have to say, listener V, she wrote in and said that we haven't done something in a while,
Okay.
so I'm going to help her out here. Do you know what a monotreme is?
Monotreme.
Yes.
Do we get hints? Or
You
just-
do.
It's one.
It's a Greek word.
Monorail.
Yep, yeah, there you go.
There's
your
Renee's
nine-
all over that
Yeah.
first syllable.
Yeah, there you go.
Treem is where I'm getting.
Yeah. There's
tripped
your 90s Simpsons reference with the monorail. So monotreme, I'm just going to tell you, is from 2 Greek words. The first one is mono, meaning single.
Okay.
Good job. Okay. And then trema is whole.
Monohole. Oh,
One-
she's got a pussy vagina butthole.
So you may also know this as the Latin word for sewer, which is...
One hole.
Cloaca.
Yes, Jake got it.
Is
Okay,
it a
so
cloaca?
it is a cloaca. So actually, listener V, she wrote it and she goes, "You haven't talked about cloacas in a while." So, and Jake, do you want to tell listeners, new listeners, what a cloaca is?
Cloaca is a Swiss Army knife of orifices.
Yes, it
It
is.
is a vagina, butthole, dick, pussy. Honestly, it's a better design. I'm sitting
be
here,
honest with you, it
we're
sounds
sitting
like my
here
prom night.
Yeah, we're sitting here trying to trim everything. Just,
Yeah, that is just one bush you got to cut.
just give me like a scratch pad. I don't know.
So I actually did learn something because I was like, I'm going to drop some knowledge.
It's like give me like a dogma cloaca.
Well,
A dog cloaca or
Dogma, the movie.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Oh, okay.
angels
With
are
the
just
angels?
smooth
Yeah,
down
All
there.
right,
Yeah.
all right.
You just like
So-
fist bump it and you're pregnant.
so I knew that we've joked about how or not joked, but we stated that reptiles and birds, they all have cloacas, right? The
Right.
openings. But did you know that some lower mammals also have a cloaca?
no. What do you
This
mean?
is very interesting.
Like a
Platypuses?
shrew?
You got it fucking right.
Oh, that is not a mammal. That is spare parts.
No, it's
No,
a
no.
mammal.
God
on.
was like,
Did
I
you
got
just-
a bit of
did
everything.
you know
on it.
that? Or
No,
you
I just
guessed?
said platypus.
It probably has a dick too.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Dude, did you hit your head? You just knew that? Okay,
It also
anyway.
has poison
Once in a
barbs, a
while,
beaver
I
tail, and a
actually
duck
I
bill.
get it right.
Okay, well, a platypus and a echidna, which
I
is
don't
like
even know what
What's
echidna.
echidna?
it's spelled ECHIDNA.
That's not helpful.
There's
Yeah.
a few different variants of that, but they're pretty interesting. You've probably seen pictures of them. They look like maybe like little kiwis or something like that.
That's actually what I was saying. Is it New Zealand as well?
It's all like down under.
Did
Yeah,
you say
but
New Zealand
is
'cause
listener T
kiwi?
looking those up right now?
Well, platypuses is
ECHIDNA.
platypuses is
But
down there.
But they're
that's
they're
New Zealand,
lower
right?
lower
yeah,
mammals,
okay.
right? Now monotremes, these are mammals that obviously, as somehow you pull this off out of your lizard brain,
Yeah.
literally.
It makes
because you're a
sense just to
hammer.
guess the weirdest animal. Like,
But no, but they lay eggs and they produce milk, but not from their titties, right? They're just from just pores that are secreted from the mother's stomach. But the
duh.
yes, yeah. So and I sat there and thought, because I was like, I thought that a platypus was like a marsupial.
Yeah, it is a marsupial.
It isn't. The difference, and I'm glad you brought that
I
up.
hate that. I got
Yeah.
a platypus right, and then
A platypus.
or whatever, it's marsupial
Puss on a
wrong.
platter.
Yeah, sending platypussy shots. So anyway, the difference between a marsupial and a monotreme, which is a platypus, is that platypuses lay eggs, and a marsupial, which is like a kangaroo or something, they give
Yeah.
live birth. So
There's
they still have the
something about
pouch.
a platypus that's different, though, right?
Everything
yeah, you
about a
gotta
platypus is
yeah.
different.
No, seriously. There's something about
platypus looks like a
platypuses.
kid drew it.
All the spare parts.
Yeah.
from the-
I was laughing about do Stranger Things could never happen in Australia because if they opened up a portal, all their animals would crawl through and all the Demogorgons would work to close it. They would be like, it's killing everything over here.
Anyway, so there you go, listener V.
That's interesting.
There's your cloaca. Your
so
cloaca fact.
platypuses have cloacas. I guess
Yes.
maybe the egg. Yeah, that makes sense.
Everything
we're-
comes out. So and then the echidnas.
Can I talk about a term that I learned that cracked me up?
Is it vapping?
It's vapping a little bit vapping. But do you know what JOMO means?
Jomo?
Wait, is it the? Is not the? It's is not the fear of missing out. It's the joy of missing
It's the
out.
joy of missing
Yes,
out.
I have heard
I
that.
think I
I
have
love
that.
that. I'm gonna get that tattoo.
I get
Yeah.
Jomo all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Everybody's
do
like
it.
to go to fireworks, be like, no, pretty bad JOMO that night. Just like sit home alone, just.
catch up on my masturbating.
I wasn't behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a real joke.
I was just
never fall
working
by.
ahead.
I've got I'm like in 2025 right now.
So
I did see that I saw an article earlier that said that masturbation can improve your immune system.
really?
That's
Yes.
why you never got COVID.
Well, then yeah, dude, I will never die.
I am immortal.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna go to Africa and cure Ebola.
yeah, you can't go fuck them though. 'Cause
Listen, why? I'm not worried about getting sick.
you should.
you know what you guys aren't doing enough?
Actually, this is a weird off thought of that. Do you know Lou Gehrig's disease? It's still called Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think we almost called it Magic Johnson disease?
No.
Because it's just the most popular guy that died from it, but then he didn't
He didn't
die. So
die.
they're like, it's still AIDS.
Yeah.
Or it's Freddie Mercury. Oh my God. Mercury's rising. So, that's bad. Anyways, before I drink too much, you guys, did we talk about the actual big news of the week? The amazing news, the incredible news?
Yeah, the cloaca. It's the
Ivanka died? Ivana.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Trump's,
Ivana.
that chick Trump used to fuck died.
which one?
The OG
Stormy
one.
Daniels?
The OG one.
No, Ivanka's mom. She has to go eat the skull, grind the brain into dust so that she can reproduce the next child, whatever happens. But anyway, it's the James Webb Telescope.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
yes,
Everybody's
I
an
forgot about
astronomer
that.
all of a
Yeah.
sudden. And honestly, I want to be bitter because I'm like, where the fuck were you for years now? Because it's they've been doing this, but it's cool to kind of see the world react towards something that's not divisive.
It's divisive.
Is it?
It's divisive right now. Yeah, yeah.
Everything's divisive.
Well,
Everything is divisive. You cannot. I mean, you've seen those memes where someone will post here is a blank picture that no one can fight about, and then
Yeah,
people
that's
start
true.
posting the joking fights on it. But the same thing is happening with the James Webb right now.
Is it based off we'll spend money on that but not feed people? Is it like that?
No, but I guess you could do that. I guess you just started one.
Sure.
So hashtag Jag was right. No, the do you know what the lavender scare is?
I do, but it's from a show called
No.
Outlander.
Oh,
where
No,
a
don't
guy
bring it up again.
No, Lindsay loves this show, but a guy raped
do
another
too.
guy with lavender oil for like 2 hours.
Sure.
Okay,
That
I
sounds
saw
like
the rape scene. Don't remember the lavender oil.
Yeah, that rape scene was egregious. It was like it was like 30 minutes long,
First
to where like
it
I'm
was
30
really
minutes,
long.
then the credits roll,
No,
and then like up the next episode is like, what you missed last week?
honestly like
I guess I missed the
honestly,
lavender
30 more minutes
oil.
of rape.
I can
Jake.
wholeheartedly say this. It's the longest sex scene I've ever seen without jacking off.
But Jake, how does the lavender oil figure into?
No,
Well-
he like kept lubing him with lavender oil, and then
don't
then
know
like
if
every
that-
time he smelled lavender, he like had PTSD.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
didn't get
I
that
don't
part.
I don't know about this.
No, Lindsay,
but I'm gonna
Lindsay
maybe
and
go-
every woman that exists loves that show.
I'm gonna
where
go maybe
she
full
travels
circle
back in
with
time
this.
and blows a guy 700 years ago. She grew up with soap and baths, but she's like, "Hey, you live in a bog? I'm gonna go down
Yeah,
there."
let me wring the fucking dick cheese off out of you real
No,
quick.
fuck. If you go back more than 60 years, you're a priest.
Yeah.
Even if you want to be and do it, you can't.
Okay. Well, anyway, the lavender scare of the 1950s.
They invented cunnilingus in
is-
the 20s. Had to do it in a stream. After vabbing or whatever. Keep going.
Okay. All
All right, hit it, Adam.
So anyway, so the lavender scare of the 1950s is now they say lavender scare because it's kind of like a play off the term like the Red Scare with like Joseph McCarthy, with the communism and everything, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
But the reason why they said lavender scare is because they there was a senator who he kind of coined the term as like the lavender lads, and that was like a derogatory term that he would refer to as homosexual men.
That's
Now-
what I thought of when he said that.
So yeah,
I
well
nev-
that's
I
why the
didn't think
butt
of
fuck.
that at all.
That's why that whole like lavender oil butt fuck story that you just like forced me through was awful. But anyway,
It was an elaborate scheme.
yeah, it was. So anyway, so James Webb.
That's what we were talking about.
It was. So no, hold on. So James Webb, who was in charge of
Lavender. Space.
what?
Here's the thing. I actually
Pictures.
don't know about the
NASA.
man.
So
I don't know.
NASA.
I don't
So
know
he
about
was,
the man.
He was. The reason why they named the James Webb Telescope after him because he was a higher up in NASA. Well, the 1950s.
I assumed he wasn't a spider.
So in 1950s. What the fuck is happening?
Webb. Keep going.
We don't know.
Oh, Webb. Okay, yeah, some pig.
There you go. All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
James Charlotte.
It didn't even occur to me to be like, what did he do? Should we just call it satellite that looks? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. Who's named after James Hubble? No. So anyway, James Webb, he was a higher up in NASA during the 1940s, 50s, 60s. There was a lot of homophobic stuff where they were assumed that like if you had a penis and you like to put a penis in your mouth, that you were like, that you were susceptible to communism and everything and bringing down. I'm not kidding.
Including women.
Sure.
No, well, I said if you had a penis, but I guess.
If you have a penis, I thought you
Look.
said suck a penis.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like if you were in this, I'm making a joke, but it was the awfulness of like.
So let's say James Webb was the guy who was the main bad guy in Hidden Figures.
But here's the thing: is
So
is
is that what we're saying?
he really wasn't though, and that's
Of course he
where,
wasn't.
Like,
He was just a man who lived at that time.
exactly, and that's what I'm getting
That
at. Is
also
that
had a penis.
but he was a higher up,
Yeah.
and so like they think that anything that happened underneath him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was definitely his fault as well. So that's why they're trying to say that. And now I just want to say the Lavender Lads. That's a great like band name, or at least like a
But, okay.
like a well choreographed dancing TikTok like account. or
That's what I
something.
see.
So-
You guys help
but
me.
like a
What
lot
does
of federal.
lavender have to do with gay? I don't get it.
I think it's just
It's kind of a laissez-faire alliteration, like just
maybe yeah. Oh, there you go. We just that was actually a test there,
Hon-
listener. You just
honestly
fucking failed. You're a homophobe.
Can I say we are as far away from the cosmos the James Webb Telescope is seeing that I care to be on this topic. I mean, I'm just
I'm just saying that's the
I
ridiculousness
get,
of it. is that-
and this is the thing. It's like you're basically telling me like stupid people say stupid things because for some reason the thing that they want to talk about isn't being talked about.
Well, so they force it, but
Yeah.
like, and that's a lot. And sadly, like I said, like the homophobia is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But, like, and sadly, like during that time frame, a lot of federal employees were forced to resign and were fired because of their sexual orientation.
Yeah, it's like the Imitation Game over again, you know?
But because James Webb is catching a lot of flack because he was presiding over NASA during that time frame that a lot of people were losing their jobs.
Right.
So that's why there's the whole like.
I love how this generation will vilify someone that exists in the time,
Well-
and yet they'll turn normal people's names like Karen into
what
an
they're
insult.
I mean, truly, what's happening is that you're judging our predecessors with today's lens.
Exactly.
And now I'm not justifying it by any means. Like, dude, like
I'm justifying. If I grew up in that time, I'd be the exact same mindset.
Yeah, I mean, that's
that's what happens.
Yeah, take grandma's photo.
This is the thing. It's like
take grandma's photo off the wall.
Nobody in the 1700s was fucking like storming slave ships, being like, "What are you doing?"
I know.
Like,
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
scary thing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
you don't know what you would have been like.
No, I think that we need to make, from now on, I think if we have any potential like historical people that are, nowadays we need to have like a dick in their mouth and a photo taken to make sure. There's a scientist that they landed a ship or like a rocket or whatever on a meteor.
Oh, that was it was Japanese, wasn't it?
No, he was
Or
a white guy,
Chinese.
but like he had a
Was that
shirt on.
Oppenheimer?
He had a shirt on with like a bunch of chicks all over it, and instead of listener T, you want to look this up real quick, but like instead of like and then show these guys, but instead of like talking
just
about like
imagine
the
the Google search.
impossibility of what he did, all people were doing was
I do
shitting all
remember
over
that.
his shirt.
Yeah, the guy that he was yeah, I do remember. He was a team leader that
Yeah, it's
did
like-
this like impossible thing.
Yeah.
And they were just like, how can someone
Yeah, he's got-
be
look
like,
at the
I just feel
shirt
like,
he's
what
got
is
on.
it about the porno that makes a brain that can do that? Why
Yeah.
are we not looking into that?
Honestly,
what if we're
like-
missing out on great human beings if we just feed misogynistic, like fuck women type porno into it? Maybe we can be, steering meters away from Earth. Maybe porn can somehow be the vehicle by which we save
Yeah, hold on,
ourselves.
you got it for us?
Okay,
Yeah, this
we're
guy.
getting fact check here because I think I'm going
Okay,
off the
thank you
rails
very
too much. So
Okay, Adam, you made his head so big we can't,
okay.
can't even
His
see
head's
it.
almost as big.
So,
as mine.
anyways, it's great. Everybody's excited about the
Wait, I
James Webb Telescope.
Well, no, I would just want to say talk about like you mentioned Von Braun.
Yeah, I do remember
Right?
that guy. Yeah,
And so they want to talk about like
There's too much action on that shirt. I can't.
I understand why they wouldn't want because they wanted to name the internet or a new space station after Von Braun. You
Yeah.
remember this a couple years ago?
yeah.
And I get why they wouldn't do that because even though he's like the father of like space travel and the father of like rocket scientists,
He is.
he's still fucking Nazi. For
Well-
like like he was still like a member of the Nazi party for like 6 years.
Maybe I'm an asshole, but I want to go the other way with it. Let's call the atom bomb the Hitler. That's why we fucking made it. And honestly, maybe we should, pause a little bit longer before we use Hitler to help us win the war.
No, I'm just saying like with Von Braun, granted, like he had an extensive resume, and I'm sure you could put a lot of it together with like a paperclip.
Yep, Operation Paperclip.
Thank
That's how
you.
we got
All right,
him.
there we go. Yeah, that's about the full joke. But no, but like he still like got us to space. But I could see like not naming him after that because 6 million fucking Jews died. You
Sure.
know? But but naming like getting upset over James Webb, I think that's a little outlandish.
Yeah, those people suck. They absolutely suck. They're the same people that are like, name it the Washington football team. Just
Well,
like
no, it's also the same people that. Did you see that there's a new thing with like where there's an argument that like Anne Frank had white privilege?
Oh my God! So, anyways,
I'm not
it's great.
kidding.
Everyone's excited about the James Webb Telescope.
Okay, there
It's
we
nice
go.
to see it. Like it's
That's
truly
real
a
thing.
marvel.
Look it up.
And I think it should be called the eighth wonder of the world. This is what I had prepared.
Oh, okay.
And here's the thing: is like it's hoping to be operational up to 5.5 years is the current estimate, but they're hoping it can be as long as 10 years. But the Hubble, I think, originally was only supposed to be operational for like 10 years, but it's been over like 30. But the one caveat with that is it was at a lower Earth orbit, so we could service it because something went wrong, like right off the bat, and everybody's like, "We fucking
Yeah, they forgot the lens cap.
yeah." And so but they went up, they fixed it. But this one's in a Lagrange point past the moon, so it's like it's out.
Wait, explain what the Lagrange point is for people.
So it's like a gravity well. Somewhere between the Earth and the moon, there's a point where the gravities cancel out, where you're either going to fall towards the moon or Earth. And these points are special because it takes very, very little energy to stay there. It's like balancing in Tony Hawk. Exactly like balancing in Tony Hawk.
Do a kickflip.
That's the best way to say. There's a NASA PlayStation 2 controller. And someone's on it 8 hours a day.
And he's 43
Yeah.
years old
Yeah.
based off the controller.
But currently, there's already been a speck of something that's hit the James Webb Telescope and actually punched a hole through it. Just micrometeorites.
Yeah, that's the from Gravity, where that
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
rock just like turned the astronauts like helmet
Right.
into a donut.
But I will say, do you know some of the images that you've seen? There's the deep space one, but I want to talk about, the nebula one that was like super long. It was like widescreen looking.
Is it the crab or eagle or?
Well, it was, so it's it's orange with obviously more blue backdrop. So it's a nebula that's actually in our Milky Way galaxy. And what's crazy about this is the image that's like, it looks like almost like a shoreline with water washing up on it. It's very, very detailed. what's crazy is that image itself, I think it's like 16 light years from left to right. And the actual nebula itself is like 700 light years across. And most listeners know what a light year is. Light year is just the distance a photon travels in a solid year.
Yeah.
So 700 light years is an insane span, but it just shows how much more detailed this telescope is. Like the deep field one that everyone saw first from when Biden released it. The Hubble looked at that same spot for, I think it was 4 weeks. The James Webb telescope looked at it for 12 hours. And so the clarity blew it out of the water. So that's just kind of a testament. And I actually saw a rumor that this week they're going to release, hopefully, Jupiter photos from the James Webb. So those should be absolutely phenomenal.
Like very in-depth like photos of women going there to get more stupider.
Exactly.
No,
like
Women?
just down there.
Yeah, that's where
That's
girls
the
go.
boys go
But
there to
and
get
honestly,
stupid.
Oh, they
No.
go to Venus.
Well, like I'm hoping like Europa.
Not anymore, they don't.
Like Europa is one I want to see. I'm hoping they do one of the moons. That's the
Io.
one that's like it's mostly an ocean.
Is it
underneath.
Io?
Io is, I think that's the one that I think gravity forces snow into space.
Yeah.
Just from like the constraints. But Europa is the one they think might have life in the water under the ice. And so, but just I'm excited for those.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he did to gay guys in the 50s, but I am excited for those. So that's I'm happy everybody's into it. I really am, and it does break my heart that people were like, "That's amazing," but.
I mean, if you suddenly got famous, Jake, there would be dirt dug up on you,
and they would have right to do it. If my Call of Duty tapes got released, I'd be in trouble. So that's my whole generation. Dude, if Activision tomorrow was like it's $20 a month to not release. All the wives would be like, well, that's stupid. No one will pay it. And Activision would be worth more than Tesla tomorrow. They'd be like, yeah, what a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, can I pay a month?
Yeah.
If I pay 20 years now, can I get a discount?
Yeah.
Like, can I
Why
purchase?
is there a $40 a month?
Yeah. Like
I had a burner account.
Yeah. Like
I really carpet bombed it with.
No, nobody's talking about this. Everybody's just like, we hope. We all watched that like NFL prospect #1.
Is that the new Black Mirror?
Well, it was like when he was 13, he liked a racist tweet that his friend said, and we're just like, yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We're all gonna burn. We all owe everything to everybody. It's a new economy. It's a blackmail economy. So I'm happy the James Webb telescope is.
No, I am excited to see those photos. Like I think it's super interesting. Yeah. And you mentioned the nebulas, and I can't remember which one it is, but it might be Crab or Eagle. It's one of those two. It's like my favorite one, but I think it's like the 3. It's called like Towers of Creation or something.
So yeah, that image is the one I'm talking about. It has that in it.
Is it Towers of Creation?
But
it's like
pillars.
Pillars of Creation. Yeah. Okay, so but I know that like in between each pillar, I can't remember the amount of light years it was, but I was like, this is daunting, and now I have existential crisis.
That's what I think.
We're like,
too.
are we sure this isn't an aquarium photo?
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Eat that donut. You know, it's like, you don't fucking matter.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like people got their existential dread put on high, and they're like, you know what? He might have been mean to gays. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. So let's burn everything.
It's in the scope of what he can see. It doesn't
Can I tell you
matter.
what is not giving me existential dread? But it is
He's
giving
got
me
so
some
much
mush
dread
mouth.
he can't even say it.
It's giving me some mush mouth. But listener 2 is an audience right now. Thank you very much. Our what do you describe yourself as? Unpaid intern? Yes. The fact checker.
It's worse than that. He's paying us.
I know.
I know. But he brought by a bottle of blackened whiskey. And this is Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey.
I need to get a glass
so
of that. So
it's-
can we
it's
pause
actually-
and get a glass of that?
We can pause in a moment, but I want to say the interesting thing about this whiskey, besides like the uniqueness of it, you know, because he's brought by bottles of the metallic whiskey, this is one of them.
I really like it. It seemed gimmicky at first, but it's like
No,
it's
it's
really
cool, man.
it's really good.
But
It
this
is
is
really
double
good.
cask finished, and it's in a rum cask.
And it smells good.
It's a
Yeah,
fancy-
so it's like it's a rye whiskey, but it legitimately smells like a bit like rum. Like
It
it's got the
does.
sweetness to it. I'm drinking it like just on the rocks, and I'm digging it.
That's a fancy way of saying wasted on me.
Yeah. So let's just dump it into each other's assholes and minus the palate here.
All right, so yeah, this whiskey is good, and
Yeah.
I wanted to say, like in honor of James Webb, I had a pretty gay experience over the weekend.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm titillated to hear
All right,
this
so this
story.
is what happened.
Like how gay?
Yeah.
Like 5 guys blowing 6 guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
5 guys, too many fries.
What happened? what's the sixth guy doing?
You know, what he's
Watching.
doing.
He's filming.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it wasn't that. But
Don't mind me, just
basically,
watching.
what it was we had my brother-in-law's memorial softball tournament up in Black River Falls, and I didn't
This
know
is the gay part.
No, this is
Okay.
the setup. I didn't know I was playing in this. My sister was basically like, "Hey, you're playing, right?" I'm like, "Sure." So for the
Oh, she called you a catcher.
that's not the gay part. So this is what it was. I turned out I'm pretty like sad at how sore I am after playing a couple games of softball. That's also not the gay part. The gay part is, do you ever see an experience? I was sitting next to Lindsay. This is how you knew how gay it was. There was this guy on the other team, and what it was, he had like a Top Gun shirt on, and let's be honest, he was a handsome, built guy. But what happened was
I dig it.
Here we go.
I dig it.
Renee, make eye contact with me. You'll understand this.
Okay.
Here we go, guys.
You'll understand this. So there was this kid over to the left, and he was having like a freak out session, and I couldn't quite tell. He had like weird yellow shorts on, and he was kind of screaming. He was probably 12, 13. He was clearly mad. He was like stomping around, and I kind of maybe thought he was like autistic for a half second, because he was doing that thing where the voice was cracking as he's screaming, and he's stomping through the crowd. Clearly upset. So this same guy, he turns and he kind of goes at the dude, and he like grabs him by the shoulders real nicely. And there was a moment where I'm like, I don't know what's going on here, but he kind of like put his arm around him. He's talking to him like real calmly, and the kid immediately relaxed. I think he was kind of squeezing him, like a Temple Grandeur
Jake is
thing.
like, I think I need to blow that dude.
No, hear the whole story there. Don't be afraid of your own sexuality. So he like steered the kid. He's clearly calmed down. He's talking to him. I hear the kid say something about mom did whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the older brother, right?
Sure.
And so he calmed him down, right? And then they let the kid go. And he walks in. It was his turn to bat, and he hit a home run over the tank in center field. Just like he hit the tank, and he won a 12-pack of beer. And I just turned to Lindsay. I go, that's about as good of a 5 minutes as you can have as a man in life. It's just like, you're great looking. Someone's freaking out. You handle a young kid the right way. You talk him down. Go and hit a home run. You get a 12-pack of beer. But here's where the real weird part goes. I got a flat tire. Right? I got a flat tire coming back to the field, and I pull up. And it was one of those, I was going to put the spare on, and I hear a voice like, hey, I got a pump. And I turn around, it's fucking him.
Yeah, you do.
I have one moment of homosexual experience. I turn into a damsel in distress, and he rides to my rescue. And there was a moment where I'm like, no, I got it. But then I'm like, why am I trying to be tough? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Come on over. He came up, he filled my tire.
Did he help you
small talked.
Did he help you bust your lug nuts?
And I thought to myself, like, you know what? He's not as good looking up close as I thought he'd be.
Yeah, but those are the two angels. You had the ones like, oh, well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The other one's like, homo, you don't.
Yeah, even Lindsay came up to me. It's like, the guy's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, he is. And so, anyways, I don't think a telescope matters.
Do you see how good it feels?
But he still stared at Uranus.
No,
That's
but
the
I'm
thing.
just like, that's the thing is like, I might be gay, but it has
Easy
to be
picking.
like the best guy ever. You know what I mean? It can't be
Yeah.
like some mediocre.
Yeah,
it
it's
has
gotta
to
be worth it.
It has to be like, have you hit a home run over a tank in the last 10 minutes and saved me from a flat tire? Fine.
Yeah, he needs something wrong with him. Like, he needs to like lean closer to be
Yeah.
like, Zig how, comrade.
Oh, I'll be like, all right, you got a cloaca?
Like, oh, you're a
all right.
fucking piece of shit. Like, needs something.
Yeah, so and we lost the tournament badly. They won the tournament, by the way.
But then you noticed he'd been babbing.
Yeah, no. He's like, what's that smell behind your neck?
Yeah.
They're like, that's just pussy juice all over me. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah. Say some pussy for the rest of us,
Yeah.
there, guy.
Okay, you guys. I have a fear.
Of this guy.
No.
Of vabbing?
I didn't even know
No.
his name.
What's the male version of that?
Dabbing.
Pabbing? Peebing?
Yeah. PBRing.
Yeah. That's when you just give yourself a fucking pearl necklace.
No.
It's for scent.
That's wax body spray.
All right, hold on. I like that one. Oh god, take two. That's wax body spray, guys.
Oh, just think of that. That's super
I know,
clever.
really good.
What's your fear? What are you afraid of?
Well, I'm not
Besides
afraid.
wax body spray.
But I think, well, I don't know. People, I don't know.
No,
okay.
okay,
I have
keep
a
on.
fear.
Okay.
I mean, a game fear. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
We do know what you're saying, but this is still great.
I have
Sorry,
a
Renee
fear.
couldn't be here tonight,
I
guys.
have a fear game for you to play.
Do you have a 2 lies and a truth?
A fear game?
Yeah. Okay, ready?
I was playing a fear game this weekend called Don't Let Him Do Anything Else Cool.
Lindsay, I'm sorry I had to leave you.
Hey, you felt that bedrock shudder. You're like,
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
It's tapophobia.
Tapophobia.
is it your tap shoes breaking on stage?
Jake, I quit the podcast.
No, there's no
I'm
way
just
that's
kidding.
it. What's
I'm
the
kidding.
options?
All right, here's the options. Okay, fear of dancing.
All right, that's pretty close to what I was joking about.
Okay, fear of carbonated beverages. Fear of being buried alive.
I think second would be tabophobia.
Like, hey,
fear
remember
being-
Tab Cola?
You got a tab?
Well, I definitely know fear of being buried alive is a real fear. I don't know if it's called tapophobia.
Yeah, that's the. I know that. I'm gonna go with number 3, and I know that.
Is it like
Because he's like, you're going to bring that back.
Actually, no. You say that,
Yeah.
but you've ever heard the term? I think he's a real dead ringer.
yeah.
I think it's because of that, because they would do the they would attach
Was it a bell?
A bell?
a bell
To like the
down,
arm or
down
something?
to the casket or something like that, so be a real dead ringer.
Dude, what about wind chimes?
Yeah,
It's so beautiful.
So that's like, if you're gonna do that one,
I'm gonna go 3.
I mean, tapophobia. Like that was my first thought, so I'm thinking
Is
maybe
tap
maybe
dancing?
that's what she thought is like tapophobia. Tap dance.
Yeah, but I know Renee. She likes to use She goes very like, what are these idiots gonna think? And
I
then
do
and word
do
back.
that.
I mean,
I do that. I'm
but in
sorry.
a weird way, like tap is also you tap a keg. You know, it's
Yeah,
soft drink
as in
related.
the soda. Yeah.
That's something like I remember changing like soft drinks at the movie theater I used to work for.
Did you have
with.
tapophobia?
A couple of them sucked, I
Wait,
guess.
you worked at Luxury 10?
Yeah, down in Beloit, it was fantastic. It
I
was-
might have bought a soda from you.
Yeah, did you? Okay.
Cool story, guys.
I'm going with number 2. I'm going to go with the fear of soft drinks because I think you thought of tap dancing.
I did think of tap dance.
Okay, all right.
I didn't really make the connection, though, with the soda. It is actually number 3.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right, yeah, okay.
Weird, that must have been
As a-
really deep in my subconscious.
As a real dead ringer there.
Yeah.
So that's called tapophobia? I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
it's obviously a real thing.
I was
audience,
thinking like
you've known that,
like
right?
you're tapping against the
Yeah, rapping on it or something.
yeah, like
gently
the
rapping
casket.
at your
Yeah.
chamber door.
Or it's like, they exhume a coffin and there's scratches.
Oh my god, that's so awful.
You hope it's a rat.
Okay, wait, you guys. Since I have your attention, I have a would you rather too.
Well, of course.
Okay,
let's
let's
go.
hear
I got a would you rather as well.
Okay, would you rather know how you die or when you die? Did I do that one?
When?
I think we've done this one.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna go
okay.
wet. No, it's okay. I'm gonna go wet nonstop.
When?
Because I'm gonna
When?
tell you right
because,
now.
Like,
I
if,
want to know how.
if it's like 3 years, like I'm gonna go jump off a building. I want to
Hell,
see how they
well, I'm
figure
gonna
this
stop
one out.
I'm gonna stop saving.
I guess the reason why I want to know how is like, is that a young person thing or like an
No,
old person thing?
actually, even more when, and I could joke about this too. Is like
Yeah.
I
I'm
know.
gonna cash out my Roth.
Well, it's like what is today?
Go to Thailand.
Today,
Like what's the date today? It's like the
July 14th.
Is it the 14th?
It's actually, I think I saw it as National Nudist Day or something like that.
Is it? Anyways,
real?
I
I didn't
know.
know they
for
got
real.
a day.
I know I
So I don't
have
have
like
any pants
5 more days until my life insurance kicks in. So I'm being cautious. But I know there's gonna be this weird feeling being like I can die just fine today and like leave. So it's like I would like to know when, because if I knew when, I would time that. One most expensive policy, please.
Yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah, I don't wanna,
"Excuse
like-
me, insurance agent.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah,
get
I don't want to like how if it's like car accident. Cool. I'm never getting into a car for the next 47 years.
Or
But the thing is, with a car accident, you could be a pedestrian and the car hits you.
there you go. So I'm just gonna like
yeah,
be
but what
like
if it's
Howard
like
Hughes.
vague? It'd be like.
You could be in your house and a
So
car
that's why I'm
ran
going.
into
That's
your
why
house.
all day long I'm going.
Or how
when?
about this one? How about the number one cause of death in this country? It'd be like, how about heart disease? They'd be like, that doesn't help me. I
You know-
statistically knew that.
You know, we have two friends of ours that one works at is a mortician. The
No.
other one is a coroner.
Yeah, coroner,
And
yeah.
both of them have said that a lot of dudes die in their 60s and 70s from heart attacks, but it's really while they're jacking off.
That's a good way to go.
Ooh,
I know.
Adam,
like
I'd be
they never fucking say that.
You never heard the phrase "done and done."
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning
I'm
this up.
coming to Jesus. Well, you know what? I just want to bring to attention this since you gave us a couple of would you rather's, right? I want to acknowledge the fact that you recently won a bike race and you got a medal.
Well, I didn't win. I got third.
Congratulations.
Okay, you still got a medal.
Okay, I did get a medal.
All
I
right,
was
there you
third.
go.
That's-
Yeah.
That's great. Why are you
And when you
downplaying it?
got your medal, did you thank anyone? Did you thank maybe Mount Tambora in 1815 for erupting?
No.
Oh, well, you should have, because and
I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, just wait, because strap in, all right?
Okay.
So,
It's gonna be a wild ride.
This wasn't on.
so this is the largest eruption in the recorded human history.
Yes, I know that.
You do know this?
Yes, I do know that.
Oh, okay. Well, the ash and sulfur dioxide remained in the atmosphere for over 3 years. It covered the entire planet, right? When this this mountain and this volcano in Indonesia erupted.
Okay.
Now, in 1816, they referred to this as the year without a summer because you already know this.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, I'm going to
because
come.
of-
I'm going to go
sorry.
full circle to this. Okay. Now, no crops or anything would grow, so all the livestock were dying off because there's literally a worldwide famine.
I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for you to connect this.
Hold on. Like, this is like the Always Sunny meme with like
Okay, all right.
the Philip Silva or whatever. So anyway, people were killing and eating their horses because they were literally starving. There was a worldwide famine. Now, because there was no horses, a lot of the modes of transportation were now gone. So there's this German guy. His name was Baron Karl von Drais. He invented something called the Lauf machine. The Lauf machine was also known as the Danny horse or the hobby horse.
I think I know where you're going with this.
There you go.
So
there
he's
you go.
saying save a horse ride.
So this was the idiot that put the big wheel up front.
No, but getting there. Okay, so if you think of it like now, listeners, if you're a parent, especially if you've ever taught a child how to ride, you've bought those balance bikes. There's no pedals on it,
Yep.
and it's just two wheels, wheel in front, wheel in
Yep.
back, and the kid just kind of steers with their feet.
Yep.
This is the early version of the bicycle.
Okay.
This is the reason why the bicycle was ever invented is because Mount Tambora erupted in 1815. Because there was no modes of transportation, but this German guy, he still wanted to be able to get around quickly, so he came up with the bicycle.
Okay.
So there you go. So next time you win your race or get third place, you fucking third loser, or second loser. I mean, I'm just kidding. No, that's awesome, man. But no, that's I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it
Did
is.
you already know all this?
No, but leave it to the Germans to be efficient. So
German efficiency.
yeah,
at its
German
best.
efficiency. Yes.
That was a
Can I-
whirlwind.
It
That's
is.
why I thought it'd bring-
Can I see where you said burn who?
So I will say I have a would you rather.
No,
if we're gonna go
Aaron,
right into
stop
that.
it.
Baron.
Baron.
Yes, his name was a
His
title.
name
All right. She's been drinking.
His mother was barren, and then she got pregnant. She's like,
No, she hasn't. So, anyways, I want to know: would you rather? Would you rather? And
Okay.
here's the thing: I don't know if I've said this one before or not, but I thought it was funny enough to say again. Maybe you had talked about it, but would you rather fight a live chicken every time you start your car,
100%.
or you have to fight an orangutan with a sword once a year?
But you don't know when, right?
Do you know when?
I think you could choose one.
Your birthday.
Yeah,
You can make it like a big thing.
I mean, do
Yeah.
you always have to carry the sword on you, or does he like
No,
hand
he
you the
has the
sword?
sword.
Oh, he has the sword.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to use it. He just has
Okay,
it.
no,
Dude,
chicken.
I have a concealed carry, man. I'll fucking canoe that motherfucker's head, dude.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't rely on a 9mm putting an orangutan down with a sword.
How much does an orangutan weigh?
Enough to cut you in half with a sword.
I think they're like
So-
8 times the strength of a human. Seriously.
Okay, then you would.
So what would you do?
I'm gonna
A
go.
chicken.
I'm gonna go free chicken for life.
That's honestly that was my.
I gotta go move my vehicle in the driveway.
I think I would get so efficient at this. This is how I would get dinner.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, I'm gonna go to the car 3 times real quick,
Yeah.
get 3 quick chickens.
Yeah.
chicken
BRB.
breast for
Yeah.
Who wants
dinner.
dark meat?
But there is part of me that's like, maybe I could sell UFC tickets to this orangutan. I don't know if I have to kill this thing. Maybe I just got to get the sword from it. Like his name is Excalibur or something weird like that.
All right. Yeah. No. This I think Excalibur is handed to King Arthur by the Lady in the Lake. You're thinking of the Sword in the Stone.
No, I'm just saying it's hard to get it out of
That's
the orangutan.
Marlin.
Like the orangutan, like
Merlin
my
is
gosh.
Merlin's the what?
you've been-
Merlin, I'm sorry.
You've been
It's just that Trek has
my
a
God.
Marlin and the Excalibur.
I'm sorry that Renee couldn't be here tonight.
They're
guys.
both mountain bikes.
Oh my god.
Let's see, do you got something? Or I was
I
gonna write
do.
this-
Okay. So, do you guys know what a castorium is?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Say it slower.
Castorium. CASTOREUM. It is an FDA-approved food additive. Apparently, it tastes like raspberries, and
Okay.
often it's used as an imitation vanilla. Like,
I don't like.
This is like a
food additives.
spice.
it's
essentially?
it's a food additive.
What is it? What does it add to it?
It's like a
Well,
cereal lacquer.
I'm really glad you
It's
asked.
like a volume
Now, the only
increaser?
catch to the castor sacs that these come from is that it's the anal glands of a beaver.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now there's
We're
a
down. We're down.
there's a distillery in New Hampshire that has begun to infuse their bourbon with it,
Okay.
and I guess it's
Is that what listener T got us?
yeah. No, this was listener T got us. This bottle was infused in his butthole. This, with this,
Is that why it's blackened?
Yeah. Yeah. He had too much senna.
Hold on. There's a lot of weird words I've caught.
I
So
know.
there's a gland, an anal gland.
There's
In
a
a beaver.
anal gland in a beaver.
They dry it out and they make spice out
They
of it.
take the contents of this gland,
Okay.
the oils.
Who the fuck thought of this?
The first guy who did this probably did a lot of other weird things too.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm sure
He was
but
he was like, what is coating my dick? You know?
seriously,
That smells
it
so
smells like
good.
vanilla. It tastes like
Yeah.
raspberries.
Tell you what, nothing like grabbing a beaver tail. You know?
So anyway, but
Really
now
chops
this,
down a wood. You know?
this distillery is located in New Hampshire, and I started looking in this company, and I was like, man, why does this company sound familiar? And it's because like a month ago or so, I saw that they had also come up with this other whiskey, which sounded like an absolute nightmare to me because I don't like seafood. But there's an invasive crab in New Hampshire, and so what they started doing is they started harvesting these crabs, and they started infusing.
There's so many sexual innuendos.
I know.
with this
There is
company.
Go ahead.
invasive
Go-
crabs.
Go ahead.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where to. I don't know where to attack. With
Yeah,
this. Like, okay,
seriously.
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You got to wear a merkin when I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of low hanging fruit there.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
anyway,
after you're done harvesting the anal of a beaver,
yeah,
you
after
attack
you get
the
done,
crabs.
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly. But
All right.
Are you looking this up right now? Yeah.
We're getting fact checked here.
Seriously, I'm not lying.
Google
So, like,
just says stay out of New Hampshire.
Yeah, for real. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm curious about the beaver ass glands, but like the crab meat.
I am kind of curious about the beaver ass glands too.
Because like, well, I guess that, like I said, like if you're grossed out by the beaver glands, I guess you probably have had it and you didn't even know it because it's in a lot of things.
Is that called dabbing?
That's
Or vagging?
Yeah, no, that's
vagging.
where you get the
Yeah.
crabs.
Vabbing, yeah.
Yeah. That's a fisherman's wharf number 5. You put behind your ear.
Okay. What's so special about the beaver's asshole?
It
What does it do? I guess that's like, is
For
it a
some-
flavor?
well, it's probably the same thing as what's the
Takes you
thing?
to the next
Well,
level.
it's a drink.
What is it called when a
Is
when
this
a,
American MSG?
when a whale eats a
ambergris? Is that what you're
ambergris.
talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah, when a whale eats a giant squid, the beak is non-digestible, so it's lodged in the digestive system, and then it gets covered in wax. The whale eventually pukes it up. Wax floats to the surface, and it's ambergris.
So this is
very-
American's ambergris.
This is America's ambergris. Yes,
okay,
but
so
not
beaver
as
gets a
illegal.
splinter,
Yeah.
coats it,
Yeah.
spits it. Okay, I got it. All right.
So
That's
there you go. That's fucking.
that's weird.
I feel like there's other anal gland things that we've eaten too.
What?
Like I feel like I've heard this before. No,
Well, yeah,
I'm
if you're a
serious.
millennial.
No, I'm serious. I
Yeah,
think I've heard this.
if
I've
you
heard
get
this.
fired by James Webb.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, have you seen the new Netflix show? I've been wanting to bring this up.
No, but I don't. I saw you said
So,
something, but I don't have
I
any
flipped
idea.
past it a few times, and my client threw it on today. The show is just called "How to Build a Sex Room," and I don't hate what they're doing because
I
basically
thought what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hide the eye bolt in the ceiling with the fake smoke detector. For
right,
the sex
exactly.
wing, right?
That's what. But basically, this is like those HD TVs when they make you feel terrible about your kitchen. They're like,
Yeah.
you know that your kitchen you're fine with. Did you know that it's actually a piece of shit and you should spend $40,000 making it better? That's what this show is like. Let's make every married couple think that they need a sex room. And,
yeah.
and so this like British lady comes in and she's like, we can put anal plugs everywhere. But here's the thing that's stupid to me is they go and they talk to people with like kids and they're just like, we'll make a secret room and we'll put it behind like a bookcase. Your kids will never find it. It's like you're forgetting what it's like to be a kid. You've never snooped.
Yeah.
You know?
Shoot, now I know what to do. with
Yeah,
that
don't
extra
watch that
room.
But
camcorder, man.
it was like behind the bookcase, and I was just thinking like, how would I deal with this? It's like behind the bookcase, every kid is like, oh, it's magic. It's a secret thing. It's like Narnia in there. It's like, no,
Yeah,
it's
but
just therapists.
no, you go in there and it's just like the lion bitch in a wardrobe.
Exactly. But no, and I was like, how would I combat? Like, I would do this. Be like, sex room, great idea. But I would have like a sign where you open the bookcase, be like,
Math.
Congratulations, kids, you found the secret room. But I'm being honest in here. There's no Christmas presents in there.
Yeah.
I'm 100% honest. Don't go in that room.
It may smell like your
Yeah.
mom's perfume.
You know,
That's a vabbing
It's gonna be
callback.
vabbing. The only thing you're gonna find in there is the bedrock of marriage. Like
You're gonna make something.
You want to go in there. You want to shake it. You want to have 2 Christmases. Go for it.
But is there chronic in there?
Yes, because it's a sex room. Because you're gonna just put everything. There's gonna be guns in there. No, but it was so. It was very geared towards the woman because they're like, it was all because
so now women everywhere are nagging their guy like
women are sellable. Because there wasn't
just
like
live feeds of trash being
well,
taken out.
there wasn't 2 gay guys
Dishes
that James
being done.
Webb would have hated fucking each other better in a room.
But the thing is about James Webb that's so beautiful is that you can have a sex room without having to hide it.
James Webb would have seen it. He has a telescope. So, but no, I was just thinking it was like it's a good idea, but I'm just like I just picture like what they're trying to do is Home Depot is trying to create a section that's like the Hollywood video where you got to go behind the curtain.
Yeah,
like aisle 18, like you go in there.
Yeah.
It's just like your sex room But I was thinking like this is like you know that
to get the hardware.
you know that awesome idea where it's like the bookshelf that hides the shotgun for you and the intruder you punch it up and the shotgun drops down. That's your sex room, but just not a shotgun.
Wait.
And this will still work on a burglar.
I mean,
so
here's another option. Fucking rubber facing a pillow and do a doggy style on your bed, dude. Like, what's the fucking problem?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, ladies, sex room's a great idea, but have you tried
Where's the
fucking her?
lie?
Yeah, it's like, have you tried fucking her where you're not supposed to? Oh, every room's a sex room if you're brave.
Actually, Jake,
That's the same concept as a butt plug.
Yeah.
speaking
Like,
as
ever tried to get away with it at Christmas in a closet?
okay, Jake. Speaking as a woman, if
And you're
you spring for that $40,000 kitchen, that's
Do you know how much a chick from Czechoslovakia is, or wherever that place is on YouTube?
Czechoslovakia? You're
Dude,
way off,
I
dude.
can get 2 of them from Ukraine right now. 2 for 1.
One for me,
Dude,
and one for you.
yeah.
They could be like the Sphinx guarding the thing in the never-ending story at
Yeah,
my
get-
sex room.
They got
Actually,
the BOGOs.
They'll laser eye me if I don't, have
If
a
you-
brave
So-
soul.
If you get a BOGO, I'll take one.
Okay. So, anyways, watch How to Build a
Housework.
Sex Room because it's pretty
Is
funny.
that your Netflix recommendation?
It's pretty funny on Netflix because
Wait,
it's like
are
you'll
you
at least laugh.
serious?
Yeah, you'll at least laugh about it.
Wait,
There's
Jake,
2
what's the
lesbians in
show?
a van. They're like, we'll give you a deck on the top of the van. You can fuck her up there. And they had to pretend they were into it at the end. They're like, this is great. We can't wait to try it out.
Oh, when I suggested an upper decker, I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Jake, what's this show called?
It's called How to Build a Sex Room or something like that. It's on Netflix.
It's called How to Build
It's called How to Build a Sex Room. Like, we laughed about it, and then we were like that quarter at the library. We're like, let's just watch it. So no, we'll go look at some other shit. And there's just nothing on Netflix. We're like, let's just laugh at and it's like a British. You remember the old lady, the old sex therapist lady?
yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like her daughter. It's not really, but it's like the same energy of like, did you know you could use butt plugs? Like, yeah, we all.
Yeah,
we
no,
always
you
knew
need
that.
like a mature person to talk that because you can't have
Yeah.
Beavis up there.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
that's
like,
the thing.
Honestly, what bothered me,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
a confident version of my mother. Like my mom with no issues from a child, just allowed to be her full self. She'd be building sex rooms for people. She'd be like, you can fuck her in the loft. Or something like that.
they say fuck.
That
Oh,
old,
yeah.
That
Oh,
old lady did look like my grandma, though, so it
That's-
kind of freaked me
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, may I recommend a dimmer switch in your sex room?
Before you turn your lover into a hand puppet. That's
So-
cool, man.
Jesus, where do you go from there?
Yeah, where do you go?
Well, we just had a fact checker just bring up and
Yeah.
show the trailer
Thank you,
to
Tony.
Adam and Renee here, and
She looks like the eccentric art teacher.
she really does.
she
Actually.
Or
really
like the
does,
angry
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks like a chick that has like a kiln in the garage.
Well, you can make your own dildos.
You're not wrong. You could
Yeah,
always
yeah.
do that. That's
Yeah.
what I think gardening is mostly
think-
about.
Yeah, it seems like most of our ideas are half baked anyway. No, the thank you.
I feel like
Low-hanging
I
fruit.
learn a lot while I'm here.
No, they're like, oh,
What do
she's
you
got-
eat? The vegetables? Ew.
Yes, I eat them.
Yeah, is enjoying your aubergine.
Yeah, just
Your
pickling
zucchinis.
cucumbers inside
Yeah.
of you. That's cool. So no, like
Zucchini. Get it.
You're drunk.
Okay.
what the fuck, dude?
We gotta get you home. We gotta
Let's
get you
get to
home
the story.
safely.
Let's get to the story.
What else you got, Jake?
I'm done. I mean, that was the end of it.
Stick a fork in them.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? Adam, what do you got?
No, actually, Renee, why don't you take us home?
All right.
Let's end this episode. Thank
I
you.
want you to come up with. Why don't you come up with our
Tasteful
middle names?
send-off. Yeah.
Oh, I have
Do
to
your
think of all
imitations
three
of-
of your names?
I want you to do imitation of myself and Jake, and then
Okay.
Something
I'm Jake. I
that is what I sound like.
like to wear vagina.
I do.
Bossy. I'm Adam. I like to also wear vagina juice. Riley.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
I hate how high and accurate my voice was with that. That was frustratingly sad.
I thought there was two of you. I'm not gonna lie. But who is you?
I'm Renee. I actually have vagina juice.
Yeah. Don't mind the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Later, boners.
Oh my god.
End 89.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.